Dude, this shit's insane. The pull drop mark order calling method. Dude. This shit is fucking ridiculous. The what? Buckle the fuck up.
Hello, my name is Greg Hall.
Actually, no, I can't do this. I need alcohol. If I'm gonna fucking do this shit. This shit is ridiculous. It is so fucked up. Okay, turn up the volume, I will do so. It is so, this video is so unbelievably fucked up. I cannot, it should be a crime. It should be a crime for it to be this way. Is all I'm gonna say about that. Hey. Oh, it's gonna be corporate as fuck. It not only is it going to be corporate as fuck, it's going to be the worst kind of corporate. It's going to be like fucked up redneck corporate. Like I need alcohol before we can get into it though, because that shit, this is gonna be bullshit. So I'll be right back. Okay. It's always open, bites, and it's definitely an SCP. Those are all true. Another exciting thing about Waffle House, there is the Waffle House disaster scale. Because Waffle House is always open. Because Waffle House has 24/7, 365 service. So, in the event of a national crisis, in the event of a fucking disaster, right? You have 3 levels of disaster. The Waffle House is full menu, green, restaurant has power, and damage is minimal or absent. Or yellow, limited menu. Power is either absent or delivered by a generator, or food supplies are running low. And red, the Waffle House is closed. Severe damage, severe flooding, severe destruction to the restaurant. This is a thing that was coined by FEMA, by the way. This is from fucking FEMA. So, that's exciting. Waffle House is the lifeblood of our nation.
Today we're going to discuss the pull drop mark call-in system.
Have they ever had a red? I'm
this
sure.
This system is the only approved method for calling in, marking, and preparing food at the Waffle House. The pull
This is the only way you're allowed to call tickets at a Waffle House, by the way.
drop mark call-in system is made up of 3 basic steps: the pull, the drop, and the mark.
All right, you're talking really fast, buddy. I need you to just talk a little bit slower,
Pull
please.
1/4.
The pull refers to the number and type of meats to be cooked. Pull 1 bacon, for example, would instruct the grill operator to pull 3 strips of bacon from the refrigerator and place it on the grill.
So to start, 1 equals 3.
And not a bacon.
Volume still?
You must always use an exact number. These numbers refer to the number of orders to be cooked and not necessarily the number of pieces of meat.
Okay.
While you pull 1 T-bone, when pull 1 T-bone is called, you would pull 2 pieces of pork chop when pull 1 pork chop is called, because 1 order of pork chops is actually 2 chops.
So
How
true.
well a steak is prepared does not need to be called in at this time, unless that steak is rare or medium rare. The cooking instructions will come later in the call-in during the mark. Grill operators, go ahead and
It does
season all
make
red
sense
meats
kitchen-wise.
before you move
I
on to
won't
the next
argue with
step.
that.
One final thing to remember for the pull. If you have a sausage sandwich,
Oh, you get it now. We're only a minute and a half in, buddy. We're only a minute and a half in. I promise you're going to be enraged.
it must be called in sausage for a sandwich, so that the 2 patties can be pressed together to form a large sausage sandwich patty.
Sure.
Drop 1 hash brown scattered?
Once a salesperson has visually verified that all the meats have been pulled to the grill or to a plate on top of the cook's board, they will say drop to specify how many scoops of hash browns to put on the grill and whether they are scattered or in the ring. Don't worry about any toppings that go into the hash browns, whether they're double or triple at this point. That will come later in the mark. If all the hash browns are in the ring, the salesperson will say drop 3 hash browns in the ring. If none of the hash browns are in the ring, they'll say drop 3 hash browns scattered.
What does that mean?
If some are in the ring and some are scattered, they'll only tell you the number that are in the ring. For example, if they need 3 hash browns and 1 is in the ring, they'll say drop 3 hash browns, 1 in the ring. The drop is also a time where the salesperson can let you know if the customer wants the hash brown scattered well or scattered light. So a salesperson may say drop 1 hash brown scattered well, and this lets you know that the customer wants their hash browns cooked well. They may also ask you to drop 1 hash brown steamed. In that case, the salesperson will bring you half full glass of ice, and you'll prepare those hash browns steamed under the dome according to the Waffle House way.
Sure. Sure. This is fine.
Mark Texas patty melt plate scattered, smothered, covered, and peppered.
Once a salesperson has visually confirmed that the meats have been pulled to the grill and hash browns have been dropped, they will call...
You know, or like a normal restaurant, you could put your tickets on a bar and you could have an expediter like physically manage all of the cooking.
And the full order. This is called the mark. It is at this point that the salesperson will call all the details of the order into you, including how steaks are to be cooked, which hash browns will be doubles or triples, and also any toppings that will go into the hash browns. This is where the magic marker system begins.
This is where the magic marker system begins. Are you guys ready to learn about the magic marker system? Because I'm going to tell you, if I had to work in a restaurant with this system, I would become the fucking Joker. Everything before this, I don't really have a problem with, okay? Everything before this, I do not have a problem with. This shit, I would commit a crime. I would commit several crimes. You would have to lock me away. I can't fed post on this channel. I can't do that. But the crimes that I would commit, I don't think the nation would ever recover from.
Salesperson calls in the order. It is your job to begin placing markers on the plates using the special code that Waffle House has designed to help you remember exactly how everything is to be prepared.
The special
We call the
code,
system
chat.
magic because our customers often do not notice the markers on the plates and think you have memorized all of the orders that were being called in. In reality, you're just using our code to mark the orders so that you can read the plates and get orders prepared quickly and accurately every time.
Texas patty melt plate, scattered, smothered, covered, and peppered.
Thank you.
Now that you've got the marks on the plates, it's time for one last step in the pull drop mark system, the callback. The salesperson will be watching you as you mark the plates and also waiting for you to call back the order to make sure you've got it exactly right. Don't keep them waiting. Call back the order to them as soon as you get it marked so that they can get back to taking care of the customer and you can get back to cooking the food.
This is literally, this entire system exists so that they don't have to have a set menu and an expediter. Because it's breakfast food, right? And breakfast food is like the most customized food. Because for whatever fucking... No, Adam. You don't understand yet. I think the rest of this video explains the magic marker system. You don't understand. You don't understand my issue with the magic marker system yet. We're gonna get there. Just wait until you find out what the jam represents, okay? All the various things the jam represents. The problem is that for whatever fucking reason, people who dine out for breakfast feel like if they see an item anywhere on your menu, they should be able to tell you to cook it any way they like, add it to any other dish, and also not be charged for it. It's fucking bizarre. If I have scrambled eggs on my menu, and I have salmon on my menu, and I have whatever else, and I have bagels on my menu, right? A customer's going to come up to me, they're going to be like, hey, I'll take a bagel sandwich with hard-boiled eggs, a burger patty, cheese, and smoked salmon on it. And it's like, where do you see that on my menu? And they just are like, what do you mean you have all those things? It's like, no, I do, but I will not combine them for you in such a way.
Okay, now that you understand the basics of the pull drop mark system, I'll talk you through the most common marks and show you how to mark them.
These are only the most common ones.
Waffle House is one of the world's leading server of eggs.
It doesn't work here. We just tell everyone no. But Waffle House, I guess, doesn't.
So why don't we talk about them first? All of our egg breakfasts are automatically served with grits and white toast.
Okay, this guy's a wood.
A customer may choose to have a biscuit or possibly wheat, raisin, or Texas toast instead.
Wheat.
And can also substitute hash browns, sliced tomatoes, or oatmeal for their grits. Let's start off by marking an order scramble. Simply place a right side up jelly pack vertically.
I've had grits, but I don't know what they are. What are grits? Grits are a type of porridge made from coarsely ground maize or hominy. Okay, so it's dried corn kernels. Nixtamalization. Okay. So it's like a very, no, grits is not grilled pork skin. Grits is like a very watery, loose kind of like kind of like oatmeal, right? But like really like loose.
In the bottom position, marking an order hash browns, sliced tomatoes, or oatmeal for their grits. Let's start off by marking an order scramble. Simply place a right side up jelly pack vertically in the bottom position of the plate. The jelly pack represents 2 eggs, which we call an order. And
the jelly pack represents 2 eggs.
Location of the plate tells us that they are scrambled. With the plate marked like
the location of the plate tells us they're scrambled.
This, the customer is getting an order of scrambled eggs with white toast and grits. If the customer would rather have hash browns, you simply add a few shreds of hash browns to the plate. For tomatoes, instead of grits, simply add a slice of tomato, and for oatmeal, instead of grits, simply add a napkin with a brown sugar pack on top of it. If a customer wants their grits to be served in a bowl, you would indicate that by placing a napkin on the plate, as all bowls on a plate must be served with a napkin underneath to prevent sliding. In this order, if the customer wants wheat toast, we simply flip the jelly pack over to indicate wheat.
How does that indicate wheat? So this represents scrambled eggs with wheat toast.
We use a pack of apple butter if the customer wants raisin toast.
But right side up, not upside down.
If the customer wants a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit instead, mark the eggs with a jelly pack and place a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit on the plate to remind you that they prefer.
At my restaurant, you would say, let's fire, scramble. You would say scramble wheat toast. That's it. We don't have grits, so we would never say that. But all scrambles are the same amount of eggs at my restaurant, so.
Prefer to have Texas toast or a biscuit instead. Some folks like to have their toast unbuttered or dry. In this case, we have a special mark to remind us to hold the butter.
Is it butter?
Easy enough. It's a butter packet underneath the jelly packet like this. So what if a customer wants double toast? Easy. Mark the eggs and then put an additional jelly pack beside the egg marker to indicate the extra order of toast, like this.
Why wouldn't that mean double eggs?
For marking eggs, let's look at some other variables to keep in mind when marking egg orders. While most customers order 2 eggs,
I think he was naturally talking fast or talking slow during this, and whoever edited this video for the Waffle House training was like, all right, let's speed it up a little bit, buddy.
Occasionally, a customer may only want a single egg. In that case, we'll
Oh,
mark
we
the egg
abbreviate
in
in
the
restaurants
appropriate
here,
position
too.
to show how the egg is cooked, and then place a ketchup pack below it. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked, and then place a ketchup pack below it. Here you can see that I have marked a single overnight breakfast. In other cases, a customer may be hungry and might want 3 eggs. To mark a triple, you'll mark the eggs with the jelly pack in the appropriate position and include a mustard pack below the jelly pack.
Just give me the ticket. Just set the ticket in front
Here's
of
an
me.
example
I'll do it.
of how to mark
I don't
a
need
triple
this.
scramble. If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs? That's right, you use 2 jelly packs stacked on top of each other like this. Here's the mark for 4 over medium.
No, but I need to send it to him.
One of the most popular ways to have eggs at the Waffle House is scrambled. So let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs. The mark for our signature scrambled eggs with cheese is simple. First, mark the eggs as scrambled.
I don't know. I'm imagining someone illiterate in the South who is like, I can't read tickets, but I can stack jelly on a plate in a specific order. Someone illiterate and incredibly autistic.
Like this, and then simply add slices of cheese. It is important to remember that the
Simply
customer
add
gets 1
slices
slice
of cheese.
for each egg. So if the customer wants 2 eggs, they get 2 slices of cheese.
Listen, as someone who works in a very corporate restaurant, if you've been doing one thing the same way forever, that shit just keeps getting rolled out.
To make this a triple scramble cheese, you add the mustard pack below the jelly pack to make it a triple and add a 3rd slice of cheese.
What? It's like he's speaking in another language. I don't fucking why do we have cheese on the plate? Why do we have cheese on the plate?
The customer wants if the jelly pack
What is
and
the
and might want 3
mustard?
eggs. To mark a triple, you'll mark the eggs with the jelly pack in the appropriate position and include a mustard pack below the jelly pack.
Okay, so mustard means
Here's an
triple.
example of how to mark a triple scramble. If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs?
No, because the mustard doesn't indicate 3 eggs. The mustard indicates...
And then put an additional jelly pack beside the egg marker to indicate the extra order of toast.
That's
like
extra
this.
toast.
Now that we've learned some of the basics for marking eggs, let's look at some other variables to keep in mind when marking egg orders. While most customers order 2 eggs, occasionally a customer may only want a single egg. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show...
Okay, so ketchup is -1 egg, mustard is +1 egg, another jam packet on top of the other jam packet, not beside the jam packet, is 4 eggs. Got it. Sure. Fine.
Show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. Here you can see that I have marked a single overnight breakfast. In other cases, a customer may be hungry and might want 3 eggs. To mark a triple, you'll mark the eggs with the jelly pack in the appropriate position and include a mustard pack below the jelly pack. Here's an example.
I shouldn't
of how to
try,
mark
but I
a
can't
triple scramble.
stop.
If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs? That's right, you use 2 jelly packs stacked on top of each other.
That's right. This thing that I've not previously introduced and doesn't actually logically follow from any other part of the system. That's right. You guessed it, buddy. Ah!
Like this. Here's the mark for 4 over medium.
Ah!
One of the most popular ways to have eggs at the Waffle House is scrambled.
Waffle
So
House?
let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs. The mark for our signature scrambled eggs with cheese is simple. First,
It's
mark
simple.
the eggs as scrambled, like this,
Uh-huh.
and then simply add slices of cheese. It is important to remember that the customer gets 1 slice of cheese for
Per
each
egg?
egg.
Okay.
So if the customer wants 2 eggs, they get 2 slices of cheese. To make this a triple scramble cheese, you add the mustard pack below the jelly pack to make it a triple and add a 3rd slice of cheese.
Okay, the worst part is I am actually beginning to understand. The fucked up horrible thing and the mustard, which has no other role. Listen, okay, the toast marking is not, I'm not there yet on the toast marking, but the egg plate packet math is beginning to make sense in my brain, and I kind of hate it. I I don't like that it's starting to click. I'm starting to anticipate the flow of this. I don't think we need expos anymore.
You also want to tear off a small corner of the cheese and place it on the top of the marker to help you remember that it comes with cheese. If a customer
I'm sorry, why would I need to do that if there's literally 3 giant slices of cheese on the plate?
wants their eggs scrambled light,
No,
so
it's
they're a little
starting
runny.
to make sense.
Mark the scrambled eggs and include an upside-down mayo pack to indicate light.
Okay. Now you've lost me.
And remember to remove the marker before you take the plate to the customer. Scrambled well eggs are similar, only you turn the mayo pack right side up to show that they want the scrambled eggs to be cooked well.
Of course. Why wouldn't mayo be the indicator for how done the eggs are? Have you never worked at a restaurant before? You know, the mayo is the indicator for whether the eggs are undercooked or overcooked.
Next, we'll look at how to mark over light, over medium, and over well eggs. An order over light is marked with the jelly pack on the left side of the plate, like this. An order over medium.
So the quadrant of the plate that the jelly pack resides in is the type of egg?
Medium is logically right in the middle of the plate.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And an order of a well is all the way to the right side of the plate. Notice
Well, I mean like a runny scramble versus a hard scramble.
that the level of doneness for the eggs increases from left to right. Let's look at the last few types of eggs available for the Waffle House.
Waffle House.
We refer to sunny side up eggs simply as up and mark them by placing the marker
At the top of the plate? At the top of the plate, right?
up on the top of the plate.
Oh! The power! Oh, I am the Waffle House! I could do this. I could do this. I can move to the south. I can work at the Waffle House. And I can live on a ranch-style home. I can do it, guys.
Like this. Occasionally, a customer may ask for their eggs to be basted, which means they're partially cooked on the grill. The mark for this is here just.
Chat, what's our guess? I'm gonna go like right here. I'm gonna go like right here. I think it's right here. I think I'm psychically connecting to the vast autism hive mind in the south of my own country that uses this system. I'm calling on the Akashic Autist records and accessing all of the information available throughout all of time and space pertaining to Waffle House.
Just below the up egg position.
It's exactly on my cursor. It's exactly on my cursor. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. The power I feel in this moment. I could crush a star in my hand I shape the universe with my whim. You don't understand. The packet slides slightly over the cheese to a fucked up order of oysters and milk.
Poached eggs are another less common order, and
Poached
these eggs are
eggs.
made by cooking the egg whites and yolks in boiling water.
Okay.
The mark for poached is between the
It's going to be over here, right? This is logically the last position available.
scrambled and over medium positions. Sometimes a customer may not want the toast, grits, or anything else other than their egg. These options are very easy to mark. Here, I'll mark an order over well, hold the grits.
Okay.
Notice that I used a 9-inch waffle plate, but still marked the eggs the same way as if it were on a platter. This slightly smaller plate is a visual reminder that the customer doesn't want grits.
Yeah.
Can you guess how to mark those same over well eggs on the side? That's right.
Do we take a side plate, like a little bowl or something?
Right. You'd use the same marker, only you'd place it on a small plate to remind you that they do not want toast or grits.
Done.
Finally, if a customer wants to hold the toast, you simply place a butter knife on the plate.
Okay. Sure.
These rules for hold the grits, hold the toast, and on the side apply to all egg orders, including omelets. You may have asked yourself why I made sure to keep the jelly packs vertical when marking the egg breakfast.
Oh, does turning them sideways mean egg white only?
That's because if I turn the pack horizontally like this, it means that this is now the mark for an omelet.
Omelet. Right. Logically, omelet. Yes. Of course, Waffle House wouldn't do egg white only.
There are 4 positions on the plate to mark an omelet: ham, sausage, bacon, and plain.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. That might take me a minute to, like, get, but, like, it makes sense.
I'm going to show you an easy way to remember them. A horizontal pack in the number 1 position here at the top of the plate
Ham.
represents ham. You can remember ham is number 1 because a side order of ham comes with 1 slice. A packet here on the right side in the number 2 position is a sausage omelet.
Sure.
2 sausage patties come per order, and the marker is in the number 2 position.
Right.
The number 3 position is used to mark a bacon omelet.
And you get 3
strips
slices
in
of
an
bacon per order,
and
as
a mark
mentioned
in the number 3
previously.
position. The plain position is the only one left, and it's in the number 4 position here on the left side of the plate. Examples of omelets that have a mark in the number 4 position could be omelets with no meat in them, such as cheese omelet,
I like how his, like, nose and face is at the bottom of the video. That's really good.
or a mushroom omelet. These are marked using a horizontal jelly packet in the number 4 position and a piece of the corresponding ingredient. Here you can see a cheese omelet. Also,
Here you can see a cheese omelet.
the Fiesta omelet, which is indicated by a horizontal jelly pack with a right side up salad dressing pack underneath.
I'm sorry, the what?
Also, the Fiesta omelet, which is
The
indicated
Fiesta
by a
omelet.
horizontal
So it probably has a bunch of vegetables in it.
jelly pack with a right side up salad dressing pack underneath. And a cheesesteak omelet, which is marked with a right side up ketchup packet, 2 slices of cheese, and a jelly pack in the number 4 position.
Okay, but because the ketchup packet is not under the jelly packet, that means that it's, okay, so, but if I were to mark one with less eggs, there would be a ketchup packet under there. Oh, good, magic marker for waffles.
Are our namesake, so of course we need to learn how to mark them correctly. A regular waffle is marked using a right side up buttercup on the cook's board. To mark a pecan waffle, simply turn the buttercup over like this. Chocolate chip waffles are another favorite and are easy to mark. Simply mark a regular waffle and place a few pieces of chocolate chip on top of the marker. Sometimes a customer wants their waffle light or dark. so we need to mark them accordingly. We mark the light and the dark waffles the same way we mark the light or well-scrambled eggs, using an upside-down mayo pack for light and a right-side-up mayo pack for dark.
Okay.
Looking at the pack may help you remember which is light and which is dark. Notice the upside down has no text and is lighter in color. The label side looks darker because of the text on it.
What does upside down mean? No, it means like less, like cook the waffle less.
For those hungry customers, we offer a double waffle, which is marked by stacking
2 buttercups stacked.
buttercups on top of each other like this.
Right.
Finally, if a salesperson calls in a waffle to go, use a to-go syrup packet to remind you that it goes in a to-go plate.
That was easy. That was easy. I
Now
could do
let's
that
talk
all
about our
day.
breakfast sandwiches. Just like omelets, these sandwiches have the same 4 positions: ham, sausage, bacon, and plain.
Sure.
To mark a sandwich, place 2 pickle slices in the appropriate position. Here, you can see I put 2 pickle slices in the number 3 position, which tells me this
Sausage.
is a bacon sandwich.
No, bacon. Fuck.
If I add a slice of cheese to the plate, I know this is a bacon cheese sandwich.
That's true.
To make this a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I'll add this right side up mayo packet to the right side of the plate. Don't let this mayo pack confuse you. As long
Don't let this mayo pack confuse you. I'll do my best. I will do my best. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just imagining Sunday morning, right after church gets out, I have 45 orders, and they're all just different plates that they all have fucking weird little shit on them. I'd have a fucking conniption. Just give me the tickets. Just give me the fucking tickets. Just write on the ticket. Literally, okay. I want you guys to understand how easy this request that I'm using is. This request that I'm making is, right? Okay. Server.
through the grill, and hash browns have been dropped.
You see this pad of paper the server's writing on? Every sheet of paper that this server is writing on, it's actually 2. There's a white copy and a yellow copy that rips out really easily. The yellow copy gets marked automatically by the pressure of the server writing, and it makes you an exact replica of the server's ticket. So they can keep their orders and then hand me a copy of their tickets so that I can just not need to futz around with plates for 55 minutes. I don't know what your experience with restaurants is. I just give me that. Just give me that. Just let me have it. We aren't idiots. Well, you could fool me.
You see 2 pickles on the plate, you know this is a sandwich.
You know
When
this
marking
is a sandwich.
This mayo pack and pickles on an egg and cheese sandwich, I'll add this right side up mayo packet to the right side of the plate.
Okay.
Don't let this mayo pack confuse you.
Don't
As
let
long
it.
as you see 2 pickles on the plate, you know this is a sandwich. When marking a sandwich, this mayo pack and pickles means a sandwich with eggs. If
Right.
a customer wanted the eggs on their sandwich to be scrambled instead of the standard over well egg,
We would put a jam packet.
move this mayo pack down to the bottom of the plate to show that the egg is scrambled.
Why don't we just use the same, like, why don't we just use, why doesn't each thing just mean the same thing all the time?
So how would I mark it if the customer wanted an egg and cheese sandwich? That's right. I would put 2 pickles in the plain position to show that there's no meat, add the slice of cheese, and put the mayo pack here on the right side to show the egg is cooked over well. What if the customer wants to have a sandwich on a biscuit or Texas toast? The mark remains the same, but you must include the biscuit or Texas toast to let us know the customer doesn't want it served on the standard toast. The last thing I want to cover with sandwiches is the mark for deluxe. Sometimes a customer wants to add less.
I just want things that are the same. I just want the symbols to be clear and consistent across the board, okay? Like, I just want I just want it to be, I just want it to make sense. I just want everything to make sense.
Lettuce, tomato, or grilled onions to a sandwich that doesn't automatically come with them. We call that sandwich deluxe. Let's say that the customer wants an egg cheese sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and grilled onions. The salesperson would call in, mark egg cheese deluxe, and you would mark it with 2 pickles in the plain position, a mayo pack to indicate the egg, and a slice of cheese. A leaf of lettuce, a slice of tomato, and
Why don't you give me like a board, perhaps, of Legos, like a flat panel of Legos in front of me, and you just let me stick little Lego blocks on everything that are like the same colors as these fucking symbols, and the little different colors could intrinsically represent, or I could just use the English language. We could just use the English language. I mean, we could just use like the words that we spent hundreds of thousands of years developing.
a piece of diced onion.
You could teach all your employees to read.
What if the customer didn't want the grilled onions on this sandwich?
You take off
Easy.
the onion.
The salesperson would call in, mark egg cheese deluxe, hold the onion, and you would mark it the same way, except you would not put the piece of onion on the plate. Many of our
I'm sure this system results in 0 mistaken orders.
customers will want to add hash browns to these sandwiches, so let's cover the basic markers for our signature Waffle House hash browns. To make an item a plate,
I'm
which
gonna
includes hash
discrimination
browns, you
a little
simply add
bit.
few
I'm
shreds of
allowed.
hash browns on a platter with the marker. Here, I'll mark a bacon, egg, cheese plate.
That's the bacon position. That's the egg. That's the cheese. That's the hash brown.
If a customer wants a single hash brown on the side, place a few
You put a napkin on the plate and you leave the hash browns on the side plate.
shreds of hash browns on the plate. A double hash brown goes on a waffle plate, and a triple hash brown will go on a platter. If
That's
a customer
crazy.
wants ingredients such as onions added to the hash browns, simply add a piece of the add-on to the shreds of hash browns like this.
I love how we're like spending so much time per order, like futzing with like little tokens and like voodoo representations of the item we're creating. It's very alchemic.
Steamed hash browns are marked by adding a buttercup to the shreds of the hash browns, and a hash brown all the way is marked by adding a right side up dressing pack to the shred of hash browns.
Major meat sandwiches.
Now that we've covered most of our breakfast items, let's move on to our dinners and major meat sandwiches. All major meat dinners automatically come with hash browns and a piece of grilled Texas toast. Our major meat and egg dinners also automatically come with hash browns, but they include eggs and white toast. Our steak meals require a little extra work when marking because we will show how well the customer wants their steak cooked by where we place the marker on the plate.
Okay, it should be along this center line on the plate. It should be, you know, this line right here should indicate the doneness of the steak. If it's not, I'm gonna get upset.
T-bone dinner medium, for instance, is marked with a right side up buttercup in the middle of the plate and a few shreds of hash browns. How well the steak is cooked increases the further up the plate you go. So the bottom of the plate is rare.
No, that's the opposite axis that you use to determine doneness with the eggs. That is the fucking opposite way that you determined doneness when you were talking about the eggs. You have to do it the same way.
Then up to medium rare, medium, medium well, and finally well done. You don't have to worry about positioning for chicken, pork chop, and country ham, as these are always cooked well done. Major meats and eggs are marked the same as the corresponding dinner, except you must remember to mark the eggs and toast. Here, for example, is T-bone and eggs, well done, and over medium, wheat.
I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm gonna throw a fit. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream until there's no one sleeping in this entire building. I'm gonna go on a crusade.
Just learned that a T-bone is marked with the right side up buttercup. But if we flip the buttercup over, we now have the mark for a ribeye. Let's look at the mustard pack.
Let's look at the mustard pack. Let's fucking look at the mustard pack.
The right side up, this mustard pack represents pork chops.
You have missed unspeakable horrors.
While upside down, we've marked country ham.
What are you talking about? Please stop.
And finally,
I got so upset when I found out that the doneness axis was up and down instead of left and right like the last like the last thing. I need to go back.
T-bone dinner medium, for instance, is marked with the right side up buttercup in the middle
so
of the plate
upset.
and a few shreds of hash browns.
I'm so mad.
How well the steak is cooked increases the further up the plate you go. So the bottom of the plate is rare, then up to medium rare, medium, medium well,
Okay.
and finally well done. You don't have to worry about positioning for chicken, pork chop, and country ham, as these are always cooked well done.
Country ham.
Major meats and eggs are marked the same as the corresponding dinner, except you must remember to mark the eggs and toast. Here, for example, is T-bone and eggs, well done, and over medium, wheat.
Right.
We just learned that a T-bone is marked with the right side up buttercup. But if we flip the buttercup over, we now have the mark for a ribeye. Let's look at the mustard pack. The right side up,
I just want you guys to know I'm gonna have stress dreams about this, okay? I'm gonna have fucking nightmares about this shit.
this mustard pack represents pork chops. While upside down,
Hi guys, our restaurant has been bought by Waffle House, so we're all gonna be using the mark drop pull, the pull drop mark order calling method now. Seamus, we don't have any chefs in the kitchen, so you're gonna be on expo for a long time. Oh wait, I lied. We don't have an expo. Sorry, Seamus, you're a line cook now. So we have a new way to mark drinks.
we've marked country ham.
We have marked country ham. Let's go, gamers.
A right side up ketchup pack is used to mark a sirloin dinner.
Sure.
Mayonnaise packs represents a quarter-pound hamburger when right side up, and chicken when upside down.
I want to punch a hole in a wall so bad right now. I'm sorry, can you, like, explain that logic to me?
Mark a sirloin dinner. Mayonnaise packs represents a quarter-pound hamburger when right side up, and chicken when upside down.
Sure.
There are two ways that a customer might add some great flavor to their dinner or major meat and eggs, and that is by making them Southern Classic or Country Classic. Southern Classic meals are marked using the normal marker and adding an upside-down dressing packet. Country Classic is easy, as all you have to do is place a piece of mushroom and diced onion with the mark to remind you to add onions and mushrooms with the meat. Next, I want to talk about our major meat sandwiches.
Okay.
Probably the most common major meat sandwich is our quarter-pound hamburger, which we simply call quarter. Quarters and all major meat sandwiches come deluxe and should be marked the same way we discussed earlier. Here,
So, okay.
I'll show you how to mark a quarter deluxe. The marker is a right side up mayo pack with lettuce, tomato, and a piece of onion. The chicken sandwich is another popular menu item. Simply flip the mayo pack upside down and include deluxe items. If I switched out the mayo pack for a right side up mustard pack,
What do we think that fucking indicates, chat? What the fuck do we think the right... Consider the mustard pack. What does it indicate? If we swap out the mayo for a mustard pack, what does it fucking indicate? Let me go back and get context again.
The chicken sandwich is another popular menu item. Simply flip the mayo pack upside down and include deluxe items.
Okay, so mayo up is burger, mayo down is chicken, mustard pack then logically must be I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Mustard pack equals ham.
If I switched out the mayo pack for a right side up mustard pack, we would have a pork chop sandwich.
Let's fucking go! Reality bends to my will.
If we turn that pack over, like...
Fuck. Okay. Okay. All right. We're doing fucking great right now. Okay, so mustard pack right side up indicates pork chop. Mustard pack upside down, country ham, is that what it was called? Is that what it was called? The other kind of ham they have? Country ham, yeah. Country ham. Country ham sandwich, is that a real thing? Maybe ribeye sandwich? Could it be ribeye sandwich? I'm all in on country ham.
this, we have the mark for a country ham sandwich.
Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh, fuck you, Waffle House. I need to calm down. I'm getting way too hype about fucking guessing Waffle House calls. What the fuck is my life? Bro, I am ready. I'm ready. I would be the prodigy that Waffle House needs.
A ketchup pack with deluxe setup lets us know
This is the steak sandwich.
that we have a sirloin sandwich.
I can't be beaten. I can't be stopped. I'm unstoppable. I'm untouchable. I'm the greatest there's ever been. And no one else does it like me. God damn. Make me president of Waffle House. Make me the god of Waffle House.
Customers will often want to add bacon to their major meat sandwiches.
How do we think we indicate bacon, chat? I think... Fuck. How do we indicate bacon?
If this is the case,
Oh, there's a little ham cube. Wait, chat, there's a cube of ham right here. Do we think he just puts the cube of ham on the plate? I'm gonna guess yes, and I'm gonna guess it goes right here. Or with the rest of the toppings.
a half order of bacon is included on the sandwich, and the plate is to be marked with a piece of chunked ham to represent the bacon.
Okay, it goes
Here-
at the top. I had the position wrong, but I had the mark correct.
You can see a bacon quarter cheese deluxe.
So true.
Originals are great little burgers with their own special way of preparation and marking, as they are not handled like major meat sandwiches.
I am so in tune with the fucking... It is endless. It is endless. The Waffle House menu never stops.
An original is marked with a single pickle in the center of the plate with a piece of onion on top of it. If a customer wants 2 patties, the mark for a double original would include 1 pickle and 2 pieces of onion.
Oh, I'm really... Okay, why don't we just do 2 pickles?
Like this.
Okay. Wraps and melts. Oh, God.
The final items we'll cover today are Waffle House wraps and melts. All sandwiches
Waffle
can be served
House.
as a wrap and are marked exactly as they would be for the corresponding sandwich. You simply add a tortilla to the plate. Here's the mark for a sausage, egg, cheese wrap.
Because the pickles indicate sausage.
Notice the egg marker is in the scramble position.
Granite City? You want me to move to fucking Granite City? I will say, this image is aesthetic as fuck, though. There it is. My destiny. Sorry, I'm not gonna move to a Waffle House. It's just not gonna happen for me.
And because all wraps include scrambled eggs. A melt is a sandwich that is served with grilled bread, 2 slices of cheese, and grilled onions, such as a patty melt. Breakfast sandwiches can be served as melts, but they do not include onions. To mark a melt, simply place the appropriate mark for the meat and include the type of bread to be grilled and the slices of cheese with the mark. Here, I'll mark a Texas cheesesteak sandwich with the right side up ketchup pack, 2 slices of cheese, and 2 pieces of Texas toast. Well, that's all for today. Remember, we didn't cover every single mark that exists. So if you are unsure about any of the marks, always consult the Waffle House way. And
What do you mean? How do I do that?
always wear gloves when handling ready-to-eat foods, such as many of our markers. The pull-drop mark system is not only mandatory here at the Waffle House,
Mandatory?
it is also a proven method for reducing stress in the restaurant and providing consistent, delicious food for all of our customers.
Reducing stress. This has been one of the most stressful videos we've ever watched on stream. He's so smug. He's so fucking smug. Look at his fucking face. What do the comments have to say about this fucking shit? I'd like 3 eggs, please. Sorry, we're out of mustard. I'm a computer engineer and this is a lot to take in. They invented a literal food encryption system. This is wild. I'm so glad I have an easy, low-stakes job as an electrician instead of the life or death puzzle master slash cook this bachelor's degree video is made for. Oh, fuck. Okay, I got you. Oh my god, I'm fucking crying. See, easy after explaining the most unhinged ordering strategy I've ever heard in my 22 years of being a chef. Don't let the mayo pack confuse you. If the customer wants orange juice, you simply juggle 3 oranges. If they want ice in their juice, you juggle 4. If they want strawberry jelly, you do a handstand. However, if they want grape jelly, you pat your head while rubbing your belly. All very simple here at Waffle House. And now remember, on full moons, odd-numbered months, and the second Wednesday of every month, the jam packets are to be turned to face northeast. If northeast is fully vertical, divide the current day by the order total before tax, unless you are in Nevada, and use the cosine of that result to set the packet to that angle. This will alert the cook that 3 eggs need to be scrambled and 1 over easy. Oh, fuck. I can't. Ah, the customer has ordered an omelet, so I'll move my jelly into defense position. Whoever came up with this and whoever agreed it should stay as a system should be brought to justice. These poor employees do not get paid enough for this. If the cook ain't outside taking a smoke break when you pull up, it ain't gonna be good. I like my Waffle House cook 2 months late on child support with a good whiskey buzz. That man will make the greatest hash browns you ever ate. So true. I've never seen a company create such a complicated system just to avoid paying for carbon copy ordering pads. Oh. Having worked as a cook or chef in the restaurant industry for over 28 years, I can strongly confirm that the Waffle House's magic system, which is unique, while unique, is complete and utter madness. In addition to having good cooking skills, you need to have an extensive photographic memory and also an odd understanding of a nut house's puzzle system. Completely unnecessary and foolish. Just use a POS system. They actually work. This is one job safe from AI. I'm watching it as an autistic person and thinking, this is impossible. An autistic man definitely made this system. Because it feels personal after a point. This makes so much sense to the person who over-engineered it, but no one else. Yes. I went to a Waffle House once and asked the waitress what kind of cheese came on the omelet, and she looked me straight in the eye and said, yellow. For the record, I'm a new Waffle House hire who was told, our DVD doesn't work, watch this on YouTube at home. And this shit is wild, but honestly the benefits are good and the pay is better than my last job. How you holding up? The benefits suck actually, and I'm probably gonna move to a local hibachi place. I can't do it, guys. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, everybody. That was... I can't not edit this into a YouTube video now. I have to make the Waffle House video. I have to. That's happening. Jesus fucking Christ. How is this not satire? Oh, Lord. Alright, good night, everybody. Thank you all for coming. I might see you tomorrow. Probably not, though. But I might see you Monday.